As we move into Pluto being in Aquarius, we're going to feel like the restrictions have lifted off of us, but they haven't, okay? They have not. It is still Saturn rule. I just got off of a live stream, and the vision image that I got for this is that Uranus and Saturn are going to be inside. The granddad and the dad, they're going to be inside. They're working on stuff. They haven't seen each other in a long time. So they're sending Pluto, the sun, out to play. But the granddad and the dad can still see what Pluto's doing from the window. They can see the kid outside. They know what's going on. We're the children, okay? We are the children. Us humans, we're the kids. They can still see us. They're just doing the work that they need to do. So discernment for yourself how this fits in. Because eventually, we're going to get called back inside. Oh, hey kids, time to come back in. It's getting dark out. It's getting late. We have dinner ready. Whatever it is, okay? But eventually, we have to come back in. Granddad and dad, granted, they've been working, but they've seen what's going on the whole time. Were you planting flowers in the garden because you love to plant flowers? Were you digging in the dirt and playing with the roly-polies? Were you flipping over the furniture and causing mayhem and destruction? Did you decide you were going to put in a pond in the yard? I don't know, okay, but what were you doing? They were paying attention. Now, in the live stream reading, I wasn't given a time frame for this, all right? I wasn't given like a this is when we're going to get called back in time frame, but just know the restrictions are going to feel like they've been lifted. Saturn, the dad, and Pluto have been together for a long time. They've been working together, they've been growing together, they've been nourishing and nurturing their relationship, which Pluto and Saturn are both kind of harsh. So there's some bigger lessons that came through with Pluto and Capricorn. Pluto and Saturn, though, even though we're not in Capricorn, they're still together. So everything that we have learned through Pluto and Capricorn, still very applicable. Keep applying. It's gonna feel like a trick. The other metaphor for this, you ever done something stupid as a kid, okay? You snuck out, been at a party you knew you weren't supposed to be at, hanging out with people you know you broke the rules somehow. Trying to be cool or fit in or just do something a little bit different or reckless, okay? You ever done that and feel like nothing bad's gonna happen? You ever done that and felt like there's no way you could get in trouble? Doesn't matter how strong that feeling is, you have to reap what you sow. Doesn't matter how strong the feeling of I'm not gonna get caught is, Saturn's always gonna know, okay? It's a parent with surveillance systems. I love you, Saturn. And also, that's really true. Oh gosh. So keep your order how you need to. Keep your restrictions how you need to. The reason that we feel like there's not going to be maybe as many consequences or like we are not in those restrictions anymore is because instead of now being bound by the earth, which is Capricorn, okay, it's an earth sign, we're now going to be bound by the air. It's a lot lighter. It's easier to move around, but the restrictions are still there. So just take care because there's going to be the energy available where Pluto's about free will. We could go outside when Saturn and Uranus, when the granddad and the dad, when they send us outside, we could go and do literally anything that we want to. We could run away, we could go and play, we could plant flowers again, but when you get called back in, if there's no consequences, that is a gift. That was one of the other messages of that live stream reading. If your life stays the same and nothing changes, well, congratulations. You have learned the lessons of Saturn and Pluto, and you don't need to be reminded. But depending on if you do have a lesson or something changes, you could get put in timeout, okay? You could have a sit-down talk with Saturn. It could be the granddad that sits you down and is like, hey, you can't talk to your dad like that. I personally would not want to get sat down by a grandparent figure like that. So, especially not a primordial god. That is not something I want to mess with. Let me keep my systems. Oh my goodness. Let me not think about it. I don't want to stress it out. Okay, moving on. Just keep doing what you need to be doing and do not get tricked into doing something that you do not need to be doing. That is I want to call it a warning. It's not my warning though. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like a warning I can take credit for. You know what it feels like? It feels like one of those big caution signs on the side of the road where they're like, hey, caution, up ahead. And it happens multiple times. Hey, caution, up ahead. Hey, caution, there's this thing up ahead. And then you get to the thing up ahead. If you pay attention to the caution signs and you keep in line with that, it's not a surprise. You're just going to arrive and you have been aware the whole entire time. Congrats. But if you're partying in the car and you don't read the caution signs because you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, you miss them, then it's going to be a surprise when you get to the thing. When you get to the sharp curve or you get to the stop sign that was like coming up behind a blind corner. I do not mean to be a warner, okay, to be someone who is warning you of this, but also we're silly, goofy little human beings. Sometimes we make mistakes. So just remember to do what you need to do. And that's what I'll leave with you. I don't want to like overemphasize it, overdo it. You know, that is true. Don't go through the hard stuff if you don't need to go through it. Okay. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Keep doing what you need to do. How many times have I said that? I'm going to say it again. Keep doing what you need to do. And keep up the brew. And I'll talk to you soon. Also true. Oh my goodness. It's going to be such a serious era. We're going to have some time to rest and digest from Pluto and Capricorn. But we're also going to be the granddad and the dad and the son. The father of time and father time? You're kidding me. You're joking me. This is not a drill or a joke. This is for real, for serious. Oh my gosh. Well, ready or not, here we are. Pluto and Aquarius. It's going to be an interesting 20 years.